All right, morning, guys. I am, well, first of all, today is March 8th, 2026, and I am currently on the beach. Decided to take my morning cardio, fasted, outside and on the beach. Lovely view, lovely view, lovely view. Honestly, I don't know why I was so inspired, but I just felt like today is Sunday. Even though I have some work I know I'm going to knock out. I don't have any crazy pressing obligations. And so I thought that I would kind of sleep in, and just get my workout in and kind of take it from there. What I didn't know was that time changed today, and so I actually lost an hour. And so in thinking about, wanting to be out by 6:37, it's more like 7:38 because now it's 7:51. So I did lose an hour, but I was still like, let me come out, let me enjoy the ocean, the beautiful scenery outside. I'll be okay. Once I'm done, I'll probably get my hour in. Once I'm done, head home, eat breakfast, and then lift. Probably get a easy 20-minute post-workout cardio. And start my day, and then just work and get some stuff done. I did check in today, so this is a bit different too. I checked in. I am down 1 pound from last week, so I weighed in at 266 from 267. Not the progress that I was hoping to get, but progress nonetheless. Actually, yesterday when I weighed in, it was 264.8. But as you would know, I had all that good Filipino food that Christine made, and I do think I may have overindulged a bit, even though I did still get all my workout in. And so it's just further reminder to stick to the plan. My body fat percentage actually is unchanged from last week at 21%. And then my waist actually, and I don't know if I didn't do the measurements right, my waist came in at 42. So the plan for this week is I really want to break into the 250s. I know that may be a bit ambitious, but I'm confident that I can. And so starting today, I just want to hit. So what does that mean? That means that probably won't be doing my my treat today. I took out some bubbly and stuff, but I'm not where I want to be. There's no need, because last week when I weighed in 267, I had my treat from Dairy Queen, and then I woke up Monday morning at 269. So, I can just stick to the plan today for the rest of the week. All right, guys, so I am at the store, not just any store, I'm at Fresh Market. The reason I came is because I did promise to Kel that we were going to get something sweet today. We were going to do some mimosas and dessert. And so I kind of, because I was getting ready to go to work, I kind of put it out my head, but she reminded me and she's like, hey, we still doing the thing. And so I was like, you know what? These are the small things that I can do to help her, but these are small things that I can do for her, for us. And so I'm here at the store. She's gonna taste it. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'm supposed to put some of the juice in it. Welcome. I made it better always. Is that okay? All right, now I can try a guava. Cheers. All right, guys. Hope everybody is doing well. I am walking. It's actually like my regular time to walk, but time has changed. And so it's a lot brighter than it normally is. And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I was always gonna come do the walk, but I really only brought you guys along because I wanted to show you that I'm doing the walk. Next week is a big week. Well, starting Monday. Monday's the 9th. Got a lot of things going on. Got a lot of things got to do. A lot of things got to get sorted out. A lot of things. All right, morning, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is March 9th. It's currently 5:17 a.m. I am in the gym, of course. I know there's something going on with my light, my main light. And so I'm using this, but we got a full week. We have this, starting off from this morning, we have two, I guess, well, three events. One is Tyler and Taylor are going to do a walkthrough with a client that we have been courting for a while. And so we just got approval for our first project with them. They are a CAD candidate. And so before we go into long-term agreement, the plan is to try this first thing. So we have that. And then we have Roberto, who is going to be pulling shotgun on one of our VIP personal branding clients. He's in for a real treat because this person is a luxury estate agent and luxury broker. And so he has a client coming in from the States, private jet, you know, all these different things. And then we have myself. We're doing a walkthrough with another CAD candidate, CAD prospect, ICB. And so we're going to be getting documentation of all of this stuff as we go. And so, yeah, I'm pretty excited as we move forward. And plus this morning I gotta film some videos for CAD. I gotta do the tiered videos again. So I'm gonna do that this morning. time change. Can't say that it affected me too much because I'm normally up early in any event. Challenge that I'm going to have is that I'm going to sleep late. I did hit a new low today, I think partly because I didn't really drink much water, and I had my mimosas and cheesecake, and so I really was careful about what I ate after that to mitigate. But I'm happy that I didn't put on too much. And alignment. They're doing strong work, but their messaging is fragmented. Foundation stabilizes communication and builds consistency. Tier 2 is acceleration. This is for growing companies.
Say hi.
Hi.
You out of frame. So we're walking around the Insurance Commission Board, and they have the loveliest headquarters I've ever seen in the Bahamas, okay? Where they actually have like a chicken farm. They're really big on sustainability, so let's go see the chickens.
All kind of stuff in there. Rosemary, carrots, I believe, as well. And so, yeah, so
So who
anybody,
maintains this?
Yeah.
somebody who comes in
Who comes in?
and does it. So anybody from the commission can get anything that
Really?
we produce.
That is so
is so
cool.
cool.
Wow.
And then you can see our lovely
Y'all got real
eggs.
chicken?
So we get some eggs. We sell our eggs for $2,
What?
for 12.
Really?
Yeah, I need to come here. I need to come
So
here.
these are our girls who produces our lovely eggs.
Hello.
Officially moved in on September 4th, 2020. Glad you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Yes.
And now you're invited. That's what you
Yes. He can be so mad at me.
This is inspirational though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like, but like I said, and as somebody, I came out of financial services, so I have that appreciation. But when we talk about now insurance, it does open, it really does open up possibilities of what all we can do, and then just share, like you said, just literally just share what it is you guys are doing. Yeah. All right, guys. So what I'm doing now is mixing my pre-workout cocktail. But it is now, I'm getting ready to go train, so it is now 4:15. What I did was I finished editing CAD in Production, which is a series of scripts. It was 10 videos that Tyler recorded. And so I have Tev has a 6-part series that I'm going to, increase. But Tev has a series, and so literally I'm writing a series for everybody. Everybody in terms of the entire team to get them visible. And so I just did CAD in Creative, so that's Taylor. I did CAD in Production Coordination. I did CAD in Events and Speaker Coverage, so that's Alex and Ken. And then I also did vlog style content for CAD, probably from the Tyler or Alex or somebody. Maybe I'll split them. And yeah, so now when you look at the aspect of CAD that this actually follows, this is how we build authority and trust. And so this is actually twofold and serves two purposes. One is, of course, to get some additional content to make the team visible, so it isn't all just me, but this is also evergreen content. Literally building a content library. And then two, this is also educating the market on different use applications for CAD, right? And so it's crazy because we are using the thing to do the thing. That we're using the thing to show how the thing works so that we can sell the thing, which is freaking brilliant. Word of the day is, have you guys ever heard the saying that you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most of your time with? Have you all ever heard that? Yeah. That saying? No? This side? No. You've heard that. I know, you've heard that. Tab, what about you? Have you heard that? Yeah. All right, so essentially it is that, they say your environment shapes who you are, right? And the reason you're the sum of the 5 people that you spend most time with is because they're also a reflection of you, right? And so that's why oftentimes case in point, like if you are a drinker, we were talking about smoking this morning or vaping. And I said, okay, well, I stopped vaping a while back. I used to vape, Tyler and Sandra know, I used to be in the backyard vaping to my desk. Because I made that decision to change that, if I was hanging out with people who were still vaping, what's the likelihood of me being successful in trying to stop? It's going to be low, right? Because you're in that environment. And so what I want you guys to do is do an audit of the people in your life, right? In terms of if we're on the journey to become the best versions of ourselves, are we aligned or are we around, and how are people in our lives who are closer to where we want to be, or who are closer to where we're trying to grow from? That makes sense? And if it's the latter, which means that if we are closer to people that we want to try and grow from, if we are closer to people who are closer to where we're trying to grow from, then we should start to evaluate those relationships. You really want to surround yourself with people who are going to challenge you, hold you accountable, challenge you to be the best version of yourselves. And not have people who are going to remind you of where you're trying to get from. And every time you make a decision to do something, to change, to improve, to grow, to get better, what it does is it indirectly and sometimes even directly affects them, which is why it's in their best interest to try and keep you the same, because we all know that people fear change. And because you have decided to change yourself, you are directly changing their environment, right? Especially if it's a situation where they're trying to stay the same. And when I say this, it's true for all relationships, whether it's your parents, your mommy, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your family, your friends. It's true, because the people closest to us oftentimes, and when I say close, I mean especially family and friends, oftentimes aren't reflective of where we want to be. Because the reason we're friends and the reason we're family is because we share commonalities based on where we are now. And so that's why if you really want to grow and evolve, you have to align yourself, develop relationships with people who are closer to where it is that you want to be. Y'all listen to it. Look at Tyler, my production technical lead, so he can teach me something today. Say, step into his office.
I will show it to the rest of the team. So, if we go into our folder here.
Hold on, so wait, for the people at home, what are you doing? What are we doing now?
So, a part of our production turnaround process, we can't mark anything as completed until it is completely uploaded to YouTube. So we've been having challenges in the past where you have to download it and then you have to then re-upload it to YouTube, which could take a lot longer because of that extra step. So I was just wondering yesterday, and I kind of came across some information where we can actually upload to YouTube via Vimeo without skipping the entire process of having to download it. So for example, if I wanted to upload, I don't know, something from CAD, I guess. Give me something to.
Just for the record, all the CAD stuff
Oh,
is
it's
on
already
YouTube.
uploaded, right?
But
Let me see. So, if this isn't here. Okay, for example, like your Bahamas Island Luxury
right,
stuff.
yeah.
So Bahamas Island Luxury, you have to actually open up the video. So let's say the experience Bahamas Island Luxury. Open up the video itself. You go right here to publish, YouTube. You can put the description. The only thing you have to do after this is actually go on YouTube and put it in a category, in a folder.
Oh, like playlist.
But playlist, yes. But you
Right.
could actually add the description here, put the name, change the privacy, and the category if we do that. But just for the purposes of this test here, let's hit next, publish. And then go to YouTube.
But you have to link your YouTube.
Yeah, I did that yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so you had to link. I had to link it yesterday. You go into your YouTube Studio, and it should pop up to show that it's processing.
Nice.
So no downloading required.
Wow, I wish I had known that yesterday. All right, guys, so we are about to watch the first episode of Lifestyles Effect. We have the whole team here,
This is not the whole team.
Except Tyler.
except for Tyler. Tyler going fast and run. All right, and then that's Lauren. All right, Lauren, what are we doing?
We're watching our first Lifestyle Effect episode.
Hold on, y'all gotta kill the lights.
My favorite part of this week would have to be the VIL shoot that we had.
When I was off, recently, I think on Thursday, my boyfriend being a customer.
Good job. All right, so today is March 11th, 2026. As you can see, I'm already in the office. I got an early start. Simply because I got a lot of stuff to do today. You can see I'm wearing my Corcoran shirt. That's because I actually have a viewing, because I'm picking up a new listing. And so I'm meeting the photographer and the client there to sign and take photos. So that's one thing. Next thing is that we got quite a bit of stuff to do with lifestyles. And so for the first time, I'm actually going to be plugging in my a corporate plan into our CAD system. One, to match it with and do a recommendation for the best tier that it should have, and then two, to map out the client's plan in accordance with that tier. And so I'm very interested to see what happens, and to kind of take it from there, right? All right, guys, so as you can see now, we're on the road. It's we because it's me and Lauren. Let me show y'all Lauren. Lauren, say hi. So right now we're headed to the appointment to check out this house that I'm going to be listing. It's 649, well, it's 650,000. We're listing it at 649.9. And the good thing is that Graham, who's the media person from Corcoran, he is actually coming to do photos and videos today. And so me and Lauren are probably going to be there maybe until about close to lunchtime-ish. And then we'll head back to the studio. But it is pretty cool that we'll be able to get this content and get everything squared away. So I had to stop and get some zip ties because I'll be putting up my sign as well. And honestly, because I deal primarily with properties $1 million plus, I don't put up many signs. And so this will actually be my first sign that I'll be putting up on a property. So I'm actually pretty excited about that because it's like I get to, put up a sign. All right, guys. So we are here. So when I list a property for a client, right? Like we don't just come in and take cell phone photos. We don't do that. We literally do a production. So just so y'all know, we have Graham here who's actually recording video native to Roller. Graham, what Roller is? Let the people know.
So Roller is an app specifically for real estate video. It's AI assisted. They stabilize your shots. They tell you what to shoot, how to shoot it, and then you just spit out video that's perfect for social media.
Awesome. So that's what he's doing. He already did the photos. We're going to do the drone. So this is from the agency side, y'all. So he is literally the best in the market. And then over there, I have Lauren, who is doing the content for EQ Real Estate, my personal brand. And so Lauren is here getting it done, right? Lauren, tell the people, what are you doing now?
I'm filming behind the scenes content for the walkthrough video.
Awesome. And so we already did the tour, right? And so now you're doing the B-roll, right? She's doing the B-roll. And so, this is what it takes. Once Graham is done there, he's going to put the drone up in the air. We're going to capture that. And then we're going to get this on the MLS as quickly as possible. But I've already sent out notifications as soon as my client signed. I already sent out notifications to my network, letting them know that we have something that's coming, and it's pretty dope. So this is, like I said, when you list with me, this is what we bring, and these are the things that we bring to really get the house or the property sold as soon as possible. So if you do want more information about this, let me know. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath house. It's sitting on over 18,000 square feet of prime real estate in Coral Harbor. There's actual Coral Lakes in Nassau, Bahamas. And, we have this listed aggressively. And so if you want to get more information on it, feel free to reach out to me and we'll make it happen, all right? So let me get back to work, y'all. Peace. In life, you tell my team all the time, but I tell the team, speed is important, right? You gotta move quick. Can't wait for things to do. This fella just called me yesterday, he ain't even called me. The fella just sent an inquiry yesterday. Huh? He sent an inquiry yesterday to the website. Gavin, you know Gavin. Gavin sent me, he's like, Quant, I think that's a good one for you, Bob. So I say, I can get back to him tomorrow. I say, anyway, Gavin sent us, let me reach out to the dude. Nah, because it ain't gonna take nothing. I had my WhatsApp open. I have his number on WhatsApp. Let me just message him. He said, I just do that. You just move fast. I said, yeah, man, blah, 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 blah. So I sent him some stuff on the unit. And then he said, And then he called me back when I was on the phone. And I was like, hey, I can call you back. I'm finishing up a call. And then, when I called him back, he said, hey, I want you to sell my house. All because I didn't wait to get back to him when Gavin sent me that information. And then I say, all right, yeah, man, I can do that, man. So you know what I did? I say, before this dude changed his mind, I don't even know what house it is yet. I say, yeah. I say, before this dude changed his mind, let me send him this listing agreement. And then when he told me he was listed with somebody else already, I say, And then I see it and I say, I know the house.
Is it something that you would use like in your field?
What, real estate?
On a house?
No, it's slightly lower. But here's the thing. So I deal with properties $1 million plus, right? This one is 650,000. So even though this shining on your face, what it is. So even though it's lower, the difference with this is that I didn't exert any energy trying to get it. So like, it wasn't like I was out there trying to get this thing. This literally fell in my lap. And so now it's another prime piece of property that I got that I could sell, even though it isn't directly my income. But you know what it isn't though? There's a girl, you was the Corcoran, you remember Khadijah, who said she wanted to deal with $500,000 properties and above? Right. So now I can say, hey, I got this amazing property for you. If you want, we could go in on it together and you could show it to your clients. So now she have a piece of property that's $500,000 and above that is in her target, and I ain't necessarily got to be the one running around getting the properties, showing the properties because it's under my target. But I'm the one with the listing. So when she does sell it, or if she does sell it, then it's like, okay, well, there you go. You see? It's, time is it? 7:08 a.m. Today is March 12th, 2026. And I'm in office because I got a lot of work to do. Going to get my day started. Yeah, have my lunch so I don't have to go nowhere. And that's pretty much what we're looking at. Well, essentially, you want to be able to do a wide range of email marketing, primarily, and then also just use it as a platform to, well, it doesn't, you guys don't offer like a CRM, right? Is it just email? It's just email, right? All right, well, definitely the primary use case would be for email marketing, just primarily using that. But I want to be able to split it up over, and I'm sure you have like where we can split it in different mailing lists, like organize it. And then I want to be able to, I don't know if there's a way that I can automate like email captures, and pretty much automate everything. So if we, like, how easy is it to build different campaigns? Because we have like newsletters that we want to send out, informational stuff that we want to send out to our existing base. Then we have things that we want to send out to different categories of clients. And so being able to kind of, I guess, customize it as much as possible would be important. But it's primarily email marketing and client communications at scale. Win for me is, I was inspired, so I was up from about 3 o'clock, but I was working on the CAD transformation process. And it's crazy because it's like, because we've implemented it, it's really a 10-stage process to carry an organization from interest to market dominance in 10 steps utilizing the CAD framework. And the reason it's a win is because that's something that I didn't know I needed even after we started CAD. Like, it makes sense that you should have something to show like what the process is. But the fact that, I came to it and it's so clear, and it's like, I would give Lifestyles $3 million over 3 years just by looking at that, because it's so awesome. So that's my win, just having that document now, continuing to refine it, but it's another asset that we can share with organizations to really help them implement CAD to change the trajectory of their organization as well as the people employed by it. So that's my win. All right. Y'all have any questions for us?
So we will take a look at what you send over, and if we have questions, we'll circle back.
All right, sounds good. Okay, well, we'll be available for y'all. I'll be available. Taylor's on a shoot right now, but and between me, Taylor, and Tev, we'll be available if y'all need anything, okay?
We have contact information for you guys.
Yeah, y'all should.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so Ken, let's make sure we send them the contacts for Tyler, Taylor, who would to Pull and Point, and then mine as well. All right, thank you. Yeah, but like I said, if there's anything, y'all just feel free. But everybody's going to be in place. The team already did the testing. They already have the gear pulled and ready to go. And so we rock and ride from there. Okay, so today is Saturday. I think it's the 14th. It's the 14th. It's currently 7:26 p.m. I'm doing my walk. Didn't vlog much today. I don't know. I haven't been in the best of moods. Not moods, but been kind of in a funk over the last couple of days. Been very, very stressful for the last week. Yeah, so I haven't really been active vlogging and stuff. Definitely haven't been sleeping good over the last couple of nights. So I may have been averaging about 3.5, maybe 4 hours of sleep a night. So just pushing through. You know, it's a funk. Pushing through though. Guess something good that happened today. The team did the live for our client, major financial institution, and it was well executed on our part. There were some challenges that the team did overcome, but overall proud. The client, my POC, was ecstatic. He was really happy. He recognized there's some things that they probably needed to have sorted out and get sorted out on their end, but as far as our performances, lifestyles, he was happy. Got some work done today. So I was happy with that. Tonight is Tev's thing. So she's doing a thing by Toga that I actually have to walk past on my way. My energy is pretty low too. But like I said, I think that's as a result of me not sleeping well. I have check-ins tomorrow, so it's going to be focused for that. Cal comes back from away tomorrow. So I got a map on my day. We also have some friends who are in town. Probably go hear them tomorrow. They leave on Monday. They've been there since Tuesday. So I do feel kind of like a horrible friend. But between work and just being exhausted, I'm sure they'll understand. Even if I go and hang with them for a bit, get some coffee, just to see them, touch them, and that'll be solid. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm currently 7 minutes in. So see you guys in a bit.